Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Fun Size, and today we're doing a little bit different type of video today because one of you guys decided to ask me, hey, I don't know what to do as far as getting started on YouTube. And I mean, I didn't exactly think that I was the guy to come to for this, to be honest with you, but I'm here to please. All right, so what we're gonna go over today is at least 5 steps, okay, on how to execute when we're talking like YouTube and some of the resources that I use and just how I make, for example, Dokkan videos. Okay, now please excuse the static background of just Google right now, but I'm going to be talking about each one of these tabs that are open up here. Okay, so please ignore that for right now and just listen to what I'm saying and take in the information that I'm about to give you, because all of what I'm about to say I had to learn on my own for the most part. No one was there to teach me or to tell me any of these things that I'm going to tell you. Okay, so this will save you some time as far as where to go, what to do, stuff like that. Okay, now this is also pertaining to specifically Dokkan. Okay, this isn't necessarily just how to start in any niche on YouTube, because I don't explore other niches like that. I stick to what I like to do and what I know for the most part. So just take this with a grain of salt, okay? But I'm sure that the rules and basically foundational principles that I'm about to explain to you, they apply to just about anything, okay? So number one, I would say, is figure out your why. Okay, why do you want to do videos? Why do you want to make content on, for example, Dragon Ball Fighters or Dragon Ball Legends, right? Or even Dokkan. Any of these specific games, because this was brought up in the actual question. Hey, I want to make the content on these games. How do I go about doing so? How do I get started? Okay, so that's number one. Why do you want to do it? Do you want to do it just because it seems fun? Do you want to do it because you see other people do it and you're like, man, that looks so easy, I just want to do that because they're getting paid a bunch of money and I want to do that? Or what caused you to come to this conclusion? Because I can tell you, for me, uh it was all of those things. it was it was along the lines of I was doing it anyway without hitting record. Okay, a lot of the things that I do in my videos I was already doing with my friends. I was already talking about the units, how they could be better, how could all of that stuff, right? And I was doing summoning sessions with friends, and I just, like I said, I never hit record, and it never really lined up that way for me either for a long time, because I'd never figured out really how I wanted to make content, or that I was a quote unquote good enough to even do so. And I was like, I could do that, but what, but, right? Like, it was always the but. It was whatever. But by the grace of God, I finally just one day did it. Like, it just all clicked and it all aligned for me, and I just did it. Okay, so that's number 2 and 3. Number 2 is write out a plan. If you don't know now, try to figure it out and sit down and brainstorm and go, okay, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to do it. This is why I want to do it, and all that good stuff. Okay, before we get into the tools and all that stuff. Okay, so number 2 would be your plan. Okay, if you decided you want to do this, how are we going to do it? What kind of content do you want to put out? Okay, is it, let's say, for example, what I do you want to review units? Do you want to do summoning videos? Do you want to do that? Whatever is within your means and that you are capable of doing, do that. If combo videos are your thing, do that. If talking about a specific topic or a review style educational video is more your thing, do that. Like, do whatever you're good at, naturally, because whatever you do now that you already enjoy doing, you're only going to get better as time goes on. You understand that, right? Like whatever you decide to do, for example, even if it's content creation like myself, it's only going to get better with time. You're only going to get better at talking to the microphone with enunciating words and being able to think relatively quickly on the spot and how you want to express yourself and get your point across and be able to be well spoken. Like that's just going to naturally happen. Okay. You're not going to be good at first. I wasn't good at first. Nobody that's ever done anything was good at first. Okay. Just get that out of your head now. Granted, things come more naturally, sometimes more quickly, but everybody falls somewhere, right? They all have a weakness somewhere. And it's up to you to turn those weaknesses into strengths and or focus on the strengths that you already have, but don't let them become weaknesses because you basically overdo it, right? Like you don't want to do that. So number 3, do it. Do it. Execute the plan. Just do it. Literally just start, okay? That's all I can really say about that. It's just once you have the why and the plan, how you have it laid out and what you want to do and all that, just do it. Literally, like that's all I can say. Like there's nothing else to really say about number 3 other than to literally just do it. Stop waiting around. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Just go, okay? Just go. So number 4, I would say, is adapt. Adapt as far as changes that need to be made based off of you doing it. If you find out, hey, I don't like doing this, or I like doing this versus anything else, okay, let's change it. Oh, I don't like the way my voice sounds. I don't like this. I don't like that. Change it. It's okay. Nothing is set in stone. Adapt, change. Okay, you can improve. It's okay. It's fine. It's totally fine. Don't listen to what other people say. If this is something you really want to do it. Just do it. Okay. So also part of adapting is not everything is always going to be readily available like you would want it to be. For example, this is where we get into some of these things back here. For example, Photopea is equivalent to, let's say, Photoshop. Okay, that is what the free equivalent to Photoshop is. It's Photopea. Okay, I do just about everything that you see in my videos on Photopea because it also saves as a Photoshop document. Okay, so Photopea is the MVP here, at least for me, because I don't have Photoshop and I'm not trying to buy that and whatever, right? Photopea is the wave, but sometimes Photopea is down. Sometimes Photopea has traffic issues or whatever, and there's nothing I can do about it. There's literally nothing I can do. So in the long run, eventually, yes, I'll have Photoshop or whatever I decide to get as far as photo editing software. Yes, I will have that. Okay. But for now, this is what we use. And you kind of have to either find another way sometimes, especially if something is hot and popping right now, that ties into adapting, is figuring out the timing for things, because sometimes it's not always about if you're first, but your timing, like when you decide to upload, when, like, you got to establish a lot of different things if you want to actually become a content creator and do this seriously, because even I'm still learning some of these things to do and what not to do, right? Okay, so there's still a lot to go. I'm not some sort of example to go off of. I mean, in the future, if I make it that far, sure, we can come back to this and go, yeah, I was right about this, I was right about that, I was wrong about that, and whatever. But for now, I'm only telling you guys what I know to be relatively accurate because I'm living it right now. Okay. I'm literally living it. I'm doing it right now. Okay. So again, tying back into some of these things, that like some of your resources that you might not have available to you. Number 1 would be like photo editing software, like Photopea. Sometimes it's down, sometimes it's not. You know, most of the time it's relatively reliable, just as a a photo editor for you guys. Okay, this is where like I make my thumbnails, this is where I make my overlays, all that stuff. Okay, then we've got Canva. Canva's also for YouTube banners, all that stuff. I didn't particularly make mine here. I did mine the hard way. And this is like old stuff. Ignore that. Don't look at that. All right. This is old me. This is old me talking and what you're seeing. All right. Nah. Nah. We don't have these videos don't even exist. So don't worry about it. Anyway, this is where you can make some things, right? It's not bad. I don't really dabble in this too often, Canva, but it's good. I do know that the things that I have used it for, it is good enough to use. Okay, I have made previous banners and thumbnails and whatever with it, but it was good enough. Okay, so number 5 out of all the things that is probably the most important is literally just stick to it. Stick with it. Okay, stick with it. Now I understand that this sounds a little bit rushed, but I wanted to get all 5 in here pretty quickly, and I'll touch on some of the other steps before, like adapting also, before we even just get to the stick to it part. Like I know I'm jumping all over the place here, but it kind of ties all into itself. I hope everything you guys understand and you're able to follow so far. But adapting also comes with understanding, okay, what kind of phone do I have? Will it allow me to record? How can I get it to record? Do I need to get a new phone? Stuff like this. Like, answer these questions for yourself and figure it out. You guys are smart. I know you are. However, the phone that I personally have and use is my daily workhorse, my daily driver, is an S20 or a Samsung Galaxy S20 FE. Okay, it's nothing crazy, but it's like $200 right now on Amazon. In case you're wondering, and you guys want the same phone, I don't see why you would, but let's say you do. It is a good phone. I use this phone for pretty much everything. Like it's not a problem. It obviously runs Dokkan. It obviously records because all of my videos are made from my phone. I do not have a HDMI adapter or a cord or anything like that. It's literally just all baked into the phone. Okay, so take that into consideration if you wanted to go out and just buy a phone to literally play Dokkan on. Sure, you can if you've got the means to do so, and then you guys have your other regular phones, but it's a lot to do that. But hey, it's your dream, right? Hey, it's all you. It's all you. But other than that, like, there are plenty of YouTube videos out there that can also aid you in this quest that you decide if you do want to become a content creator, even if it's just for fun. Like, content creation is fun. I will say that I do enjoy it. That's why I'm making this video off of one comment that I got. Like, like that's literally why. Like, comments like that feed the fire. They're fuel to the fire. Like, honestly, because give me a reason, give me an excuse to make content, and I will. Right? Like, just, hey, no, not on that, not everything now. Not everything. But if it's, something that I would like to talk about and whatever, I'll make content about it. So, other resources that you'll probably need, other than like Photopea or Canva for, photo editing and whatever, is DaVinci Resolve. I myself personally, also, if you're on a computer, if you have a PC, it is important and imperative almost to have DaVinci Resolve. You have these free resources here, and then if you can, OBS. OBS is important too, because that's literally what I'm using to record this. Okay, so just take that into consideration. And also, don't stress if you don't have a PC, because they also are coming out with YouTube tools to help you guys and, creators be able to edit their videos and whatever relatively soon. Okay, so don't stress too hard about that. Also, there are other I believe, video editing softwares on your phone that you can get and be able to do everything from your phone, from thumbnail creation to literally editing the video itself and then recording the video itself, like everything. Like, for example, my phone, if you were to have my phone or something, some variation of my phone, like a Galaxy, whatever they got now, if you have that and it's built in with like the screen capture, then you're able to capture your microphone and the actual audio of whatever you're looking at. Okay, so you're able to do both at the same time, simultaneously. This is important because for those that don't have the $100 microphone or the PC or any of that stuff that I currently do, if I didn't have those things, this is how I would do it. I'd use my phone for literally everything. The editing, the thumbnails, the actual production of the video itself. Like, my phone would be on go at all times. Okay, so in specifics to Dokkan, I would also suggest you invest in looking at the Dokkan wiki, learning how to use that a little bit. I don't visit here too often, but I visit enough to figure out how to get assets and all that stuff. Like, that's another thing that you're gonna have to learn how to do. You're gonna have to learn how to get not only the assets but the music, and then just there's a lot. Okay, there's a lot that goes into this, but one thing that I can say about it is that as long as you're smart about it and you leave basically templates for yourself, you can make content much faster if you already have pretty much all of, like, think about it like this. If you already have the requirements written down and or just put somewhere like in a file, and you're like, okay, it needs to be this big, it needs to be blah 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 blah, and you memorize certain things, you can literally just slap it on there, boom 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 boom, and it just goes really quick, goes really fast, because you already know and you're getting used to it. Okay, so repetition is key there. That's why I say just stick to it and do it. But yes, Dokkan Wiki is definitely one of them. Dokkan Info. But as far as these other games and stuff like that, it applies the same way. You're gonna have to get the information from somewhere. Also, Twitter. Let's see. Twitter's one of them as well. You guys can follow me on Twitter, by the way. I do have a Twitter. So at @funsize_. There you go. Right here. See? Right there. Right there on the Twitters. I really don't post anything. In case you're wondering, I really don't. I literally just go on here just to basically just get assets. Like, that's it, and check for updates. That's all I use Twitter for. So if you want to follow, go for it. I don't care if I should post to Twitter more, let me know. But yeah, those are the 5 steps, guys. Like, that's really it. The why, the plan, the do, the adapt accordingly, stick to it, and do it. Okay, I hope this helps. I hope this answers some of your questions as to how to start, where to start, what's to even start on, right? And figuring out some of these things if you do want to become a content creator like myself and many others on the platform. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know this one was a little bit longer and a little bit more drawn out and potentially boring for you young kids out there that watch my that watch my videos, because, you know, something's not moving in the background and whatever. But I hope it was enough information for you guys. I hope I didn't give you too much. And I just hope the video was good and that you understand where I'm coming from and what I'm trying to convey to you guys. Okay. But all in all, if you guys actually do want to become content creators, just do it, man. There's no other way to learn other than just do it. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, please don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff for me. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.